What's up, guys? Barry Game here, back with some more AFK Journey, and as you guys can see, we are on the VN test servers right now, where Hugin is the newest hero and is going to be available for 3 weeks. Now, you'll see right here, he is an A-level hero. He is a physical damage dealer. However, he has a range of 20. Yes, you hear that correct. I think 20. He is a support hero. He is a very unique hero and probably going to be one of the best support heroes in the game. We'll have to see. Let's go over his skill set because there's a lot to go over here. Number one, his ultimate ability, Unstoppable. It has a passive and an active component. The passive part reads, Hugin sets an anvil on the tile where he was placed during battle preparation. As his normal attacks and skills require the anvil, he will remain near it throughout the entire battle and will always return to it if he is displaced. The active portion of his ultimate states, Hugin forges a Gear of Might for the ally dealing the highest cumulative damage, boosting their combat strength. The gear increases the ally's attack up to 10% plus 1% for every ultimate power that he has. So it's like you can get plus 5, so that's 15 of Hugin's base attack, and increases their haste by 80. So this one's important because it's based off of Hugin's base attack, so you don't need to gear him with like magic charms that are based on attack or anything. This is going to be a flat value coming from Hugin, so it's decent. It's not as crazy as if it was an attack buff for the ally based on that ally's attack, but it's still pretty good. Titan's Aegis. So Hugin crafts a cog shield for the weakest ally, allowing them to block a certain amount of damage. This is a single ally thing, but it is probably one of the strongest shields we have seen in the game, which is, well, kind of important. So it's kind of cool animation. He literally is crafting a body armor and then chucking it at an ally. Reminds me a lot of Torbjorn. It's just smacking his hammer away at his turret from Overwatch. But hey, we have a mechanized bond. When the battle starts, Hugin etches a mechanical sigil on one tile behind him. So that's kind of how a lot of these magic charms work too, so it might work out well, granting the ally on that tile an attack boost equal to a percentage of, again, Hugin's base attack value. The buffed ally recovers an extra 75 energy whenever Hugin casts Titan's Aegis, which is, of course, this one right here. It's a 6-second cooldown, so it does happen quite often, and of course does ramp it up. So this might be one of those heroes where you want to run a magic charm set that is skill power, ultimate power in this situation. Pretty interesting. Hero's Focus, very straightforward, increases his own haste. Steelbound Kinship, this is his exclusive weapon. Hugin crafts enhanced cog shields for the 2 weakest allies, so not 1 like the other ability, 2, when casting Unstoppable, which is of course his ultimate ability, granting each of them a shield that blocks 800% of attack damage for 8 seconds. That's really big. Beyond that, grants control immunity to those allies protected by an enhanced cog shield. So that's pretty big. That's actually, like, that's a lot of absorption. And if you do take it up to plus 15, you can go all the way up to 900% attack, which is pretty crazy. Beyond that, taking him all the way to Supreme Plus says, while the cog shield or enhanced cog shield is active, the protected ally takes 30% less damage. So not only are they shielded, they're also taking less damage. It's kind of like how Coco works, where like she has damage reduction and then it turns into a shield at Mythic Plus. Kind of interesting, but I do think for an A-level hero, this is really, really cool. Like, really, really awesome here. We got like a 6-second cooldown there. This one here is only at the beginning of the battle for the one target behind him, and then this can happen anytime he casts his ultimate. So a lot of his abilities are heavily reliant on his ultimate going off. So it will be interesting to see when it happens. However, you can see right here, his initial energy starts at 600. So getting to 1000 for his first ultimate is not going to be a super difficult task to do. So yeah, not too bad at all. I actually don't know if we can get him today. We might be able to. We might actually have enough summons. Let's see. I don't know. Oh my gosh, there's all these different translations. I have not logged on this account in a while. Yeah, it looks like we probably cannot summon him. We don't have anything to summon him for, but later on we'll be on a test server where we do have access to them, and there are a couple things I want to talk about too, because this did go live. Being able to level everybody up is a cool new feature too, so this button is really, really awesome on the test server. Doesn't look like you can just hold it down. You have to literally spam click it. But I mean, if you just take everybody to the same level first, that's kind of neat. So like you can get everybody leveled up to the same level, I guess, or close to it. That's neat. You can do it at any point in time. But I do think this hero is going to potentially be a very strong shielder. Again, remember, he is an A level, so he's going to be a little bit easier to acquire potentially down the road. Granted, it's kind of a toss-up in the air, but that is the newest hero, Hugin. We are going to test him out. We're going to be able to build him up to Supreme Plus and see what he can do on a test server. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let me know what you guys think about this hero. I think he's got some promise, and I'll see you guys next time.